Coming to paperback and e-readers, Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer. Take a trip into the macabre world of goth modeling in the new millennium in this all-new Spinsterella story. Pre-order your copy of Spinsterella Goth Girl Summer at Amazon.com and other online booksellers everywhere. Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue. In a previous video, I talked about how Cassie Ventura's husband, Alex Fine, was a textbook definition of a cleanup man. Now, what is a cleanup man? A cleanup man is a man who stands outside a woman's door waiting to clean up her mess, dressed in a set of coveralls and a pair of Spice Tan Timberland boots. He's basically standing outside the door of this woman's place, waiting for her to have a finish with a relationship. And as he's waiting for her to finish with a relationship, he's basically waiting to come in and clean up the mess that she's made with her life. Now, the cleanup man is no different than a white knight or a Captain Save-'em. Now, I would have to actually say that he's actually below the white knight and the Captain Save-'em, because the Captain Save-'em, again, is a young guy who's really green in some cases, who thinks he's trying to save the woman of his dreams, and the white knight is basically waiting outside with his horse and his lance outside the door, waiting for her relationship to end. But this guy is in the hall wearing the coveralls and the Spice Tans, waiting outside of her door for the relationship to finish, and waiting for the guy to leave after he finishes going out here putting the carbon rod in the atomic waste reactor and participating in some nuclear fusion. He's waiting outside to come in and look to clean up the messes of the girl juice and the man sauce and all the other stuff going on. And he's got to inhale all the smells of sex as he's coming in there. And he's coming in looking to try to clean up this whole situation as related to this woman's reputation and image. And as he's in there looking to clean up this entire situation as related to the of her reputation and image, he's not really seeing how bad this is making him look as a man. It's really making him look real pathetic that he's standing outside the door of this woman's place, waiting to come in after she finishes having her relations with this guy, to go out here and be her emotional tampon, again, listening to all of her problems, and then listening to her talk about her relationship with another man, all sitting there pining, hoping, wishing, and praying for his opportunity to come in, hoping, wishing, and praying that he'll get his chance with the girl of his dreams, and by showing how attentive and how he's listening all to her problems, not seeing that she doesn't respect him at all, because if she's got you in the role of the cleanup man, you're basically someone she doesn't regard at all. And that's what flies over the head of the cleanup man, who's thinking he's going to go out here and create a covert contract with this woman, create a covert contract where he believes he's going to come in and clean up the mess that this woman made of her life, and that if he cleans up this mess and helps her out as related to things, he'll be able to possibly get her to see that he's a great catch and is somebody viable for a relationship. But this woman never really saw him as that, because he placed himself in the role of a follower and not a leader, because only a weak dude is going to go out here waiting outside the door of a woman to be the guy who's waiting to come in and clean up another man's mess. No smart man is ever going to go out here waiting for some woman to have a relationship with another man, go out here and wait for him to be out here, going out here, watching him get into, as he's dropping his draws, and then she's dropping the skid mark jockey thong, and he's putting the carbon rod in the atomic waste reactor, again, getting all up in the guts. No guy is going to sit there and watch a woman be with another man, because if a man has self-respect, he's going to see how he's disrespecting himself, because it's the ultimate form of disrespect for you as a man to be sitting up here waiting for a woman who's already in a relationship to be looking to be finished with being with this other man and then look to hope to have a relationship with her. I mean, that's really pathetic when you really think about it. It's really pathetic when you really think about what this dude is doing. Again, waiting for a woman and looking to, again, be that guy out there in the hallway and not the guy in the apartment smashing the chick. No, what this guy is doing is, again, making him look real pathetic out here waiting for a woman when he is basically could have had his own. And that's the worst part about this cleanup man, is one, that he doesn't take the lead as related to relationships and state his clear intentions. No, he doesn't do that. And two, he wastes time, and that's one of the things that simps do. They do this all the time, and he wastes time waiting for a woman who's already in a relationship to start ending her relationship so that he can come in sideways. That's what the cleanup man does, and he believes that if he comes in and helps clean up her mess, she'll appreciate it, and eventually after she appreciates it, hopefully she'll open a door and let him take her out on a date. But what the cleanup man really doesn't see is that, yeah, you cleaning up a mess thinking that you're going to be able to fix this woman. But the thing is that you don't understand is that women are as is. And since women are as is, there is no fixing this woman, and there's no fixing her perception of you, because she knew what role she wanted to put you in within 5 seconds of looking at you. And within the first 5 seconds of looking at a cleanup man, women look at this dude and basically see him as an all-purpose tool. And I basically say an all-purpose piece of toilet paper that they wipe their backside with, because they basically, after they finish with all the crap that they deal with the men they're really serious about, they go and call up the cleanup man to come in and clean up the mess, and clean up the mess of their life by being that emotional tampon that listens to all of the drama that they go out here and say to them. Be that a guy who goes out here and basically is running the errands and basically cleaning up all the messes. That guy who gets in the middle of all the drama as related to all the exes, and you're the guy cleaning up a mess of her life and then eventually she may take you out on a date or two. And again, this is basically done to clean up her reputation, clean up her image, clean up her whole standing in all of the social marketplace to get her back on the market, to be somebody viable for another dude. And again, you're the guy cleaning up another man's mess and making it where she's making herself saleable to another man. That's what the cleanup man never understands. Dude, you sitting up here listening to all this woman's problems, running her errands, going out here trying to show that you're this good man. But the whole thing is, you don't see how this is not a good situation for you. And it's not a good situation for you because you're basically coming from this position of weakness, coming in sideways, thinking, oh, if I show her how much of a nice guy I am, this will possibly open a door for me. Not understanding this woman saw you from a place of pity from minute one. And that's basically where most women see the cleanup man. They see him as somebody that they pity, not somebody they respect. Because when women look at a guy, again, within 5 seconds of looking at him, she's decided where she wants to put you in her harem of different guys. Again, a lot of chicks got guys on rotation, and since they got guys on rotation, they have a role for each of those guys. They have the main dude that they're really serious about getting with and looking to hope to eventually get this guy to give her a ring. They've got this other dudes, the weed man. They've got the guy who they get the rides from. They got the guy who they get food from. They got, again, guys that they use as tools. And the cleanup man is like the toilet paper or the napkins inside of her Birkin bag. And right beside this dude's testicles is whether she decides to clean up man, and she takes him out and calls him up to clean up messes. Again, dude is sitting up there in his coveralls thinking he's really fly, but he's really a joke to this woman. And sadly, a lot of guys don't see where they're the joke, because their job is to go out here and again be that toilet paper or that paper towel that wipes up a mess. And that's what happened in the case of Cassie. Basically, Cassie Ventura used Alex Fine as her cleanup man, a cleanup man who basically, again, was designed to clean up her reputation after she did all these scandalous things with Diddy, and make her world smooth, make it smooth for her to basically look respectable. She's looking respectable, but dude isn't seeing how he is being disrespected. He isn't seeing how he is being disrespected, because when it came down to a woman with a cleanup man, she's putting you last. She puts you last, and again, puts you so last that you're dead before you're last. I go in depth on this in my book, Stop Simping: Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance. These women make you last as related to things, because the cleanup man is the last dude she wants to deal with, as related to any sort of relationship. She basically deals with you to clean up her messes, and if she runs out of options, then she'll possibly will choose you, and again will choose you just for a short time as related to cleaning up her reputation and her image. And then once she gets her image back up, then what she's gonna do is she's gonna look for that next guy who she thinks will elevate her social status and look to get with him. That's what flies over the head of the cleanup man, who again is a guy with extremely low self-esteem, like the White Knight, like the Captain Save 'em, because only guys with low self-esteem are out here checking for another man's woman. No, any man out here understands that their time is precious, and you don't want to waste your time going out here chasing chicks who basically ain't really considering you to be a priority. No, a man understands his time in the social marketplace is precious as related to things, and every minute he spends being some woman's cleanup man, is time he could actually have for an actual relationship with a quality woman who will see him as a priority and see him as a person that they value, love, and care about. That's what a man understands. A man understands his time is too precious to sit here cleaning up another woman's messes that she's had with some other dude, and standing outside the door with a mop and a bucket, looking to clean up all the girl juices and the man sauce and all of the sweat, and have to inhale all the stank from somebody else's sex. No, he's out here looking to go out here and have his own woman, where he can go out here and have his own relations, where he can go out here and basically get the carbon rod, get it drenched in the girl sauce, and basically be able to have smell sex in the room that he actually had. And that's what the man who understands, but the cleanup man doesn't understand this. And again, the whole role of a cleanup man is a role of a pathetic dude. I mean, you are a special brand of pathetic if you are the cleanup man, because the cleanup man basically is the dude. Again, you standing outside while she's having an actual relationship with a dude. You're overhearing stuff as related to things that are going on. You're hearing about problems and drama about that are going on with this woman. Again, that you are the most pathetic guy, because you on the inside hearing all this. The White Knight, he's outside waiting for a relationship. The Captain Save him, he's flying in the air hoping to swoop in. But you the one spending your days hoping that somebody will open up the security door and you'll be able to slide in and come in and go stand outside of her apartment with this mop and bucket. Standing outside here with this mop and bucket, again, after she finished, again, going out here getting her freak on with these other dudes and basically having her fun with these dudes. You're sitting there waiting for a relationship, and that's really pathetic, because you don't value your time. And you're out here, again, cleaning up another man's mess, cleaning up another man's mess, and again, not looking to take that time to build up your own life, because you've got this woman on a pedestal and you're looking up at her, but she looks down at you with nothing but contempt, looks down at you with nothing but contempt, because she doesn't see you as somebody important, doesn't see you as a priority, she doesn't see you as anyone that's significant at all. No, she closes the door on you after she goes and brings this man in, and you're sitting up there waiting to clean up somebody's garbage. Again, that's just pathetic when you really think about it. You in the garbage waiting to clean up somebody else's garbage. You up here looking, going out here again, going and looking to clean up garbage, hoping to get some scraps of love. That's what's really sad about the cleanup man. Cleanup man, again, is one of the most pathetic guys in the social marketplace, because he's basically, again, looking for scraps and garbage, looking to, again, hoping that it'll eventually turn into a relationship. But it's not, even if it does turn into a relationship, you're just a tool that she's using to get herself built back up. And then once she gets herself built back up, she'll talk about how she's not happy with you and basically dump you for the next guy. That's what happens to the cleanup man. And again, cleanup man is the guy whose whole life is a hot mess, because he doesn't understand his value as a man, and he doesn't understand that the woman he's getting involved with doesn't see him as anybody important to her. Now, if you want to learn how to identify these type of female predators and learn how to avoid them, and also learn how to break out of the simp paradigm, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping: Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find Stop Simping: Why Men Don't Need Finance to Get Romance at other online booksellers like Draft the Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me make more videos describing the simp paradigm and discussing how you can avoid winding up in these situations, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App, so I can continue to stay on the air and producing this type of content. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl. The aspiring angel takes on a wicked teenage witch in this action-packed, all-new Esteemed series adventure. Pick up your copy of Esteemed Season of the Witch Girl in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, A Thorn in My Side. The man who rules the world takes on an agent from the CIA, from the Black Boule, in this all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get your copy of John Haynes' A Thorn in My Side in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.